Hello there everyone. Just wanted to make another quick video about some Temu Gunpla and some stuff that I got for free on Temu. I'm always into searching for budget Gunpla. I love the great deals. I'll buy Bandai once in a while as well, but I definitely can't pass up a good deal when I find it. So if you appreciate finding some good deals on Gunpla, give me a like and subscribe. I'm always looking for the details. I'd really appreciate it. It helped me out a lot being just starting off in this YouTube thing. So on with the video here, I'm going to go with a tier list of 3 different tiers of high grades from Temu. We have $5, $10, and around $15, and that's all Canadian prices. And just a disclaimer, they may be different prices when you go to look for them, because I got mine on a lightning deal. I got them all from the same order, but they were all pretty heavily discounted from their original prices. But starting with these 2 that I have reviewed before, you can check out my other videos on these if you want a more in-depth review. But the Spartan here was an awesome kit. Plastic was great. Everything went together well. And it looks awesome. If you're looking to build an army of high-grade kits, and you can get them at that price of $5 or under, I would highly recommend this kit. It is amazing for $5. You get the stand that comes with it, water slide decals as well. So you can't really go wrong with that. It's a great deal. The Pale Rider here was also great quality. Plastic was good. Everything went together well. It holds up well. I dropped it on the floor earlier trying to make this video, and nothing fell off at all. So it is not a hand grenade. Like some of the other kits you come across that will fall apart if you look at them wrong. Out of the 2, I would say the GM is my favorite just because of the look of it and all the extras that you got with it. Yeah, you can't go wrong, and the price was a little better, so you can't go wrong there. The GM was my favorite. The stand here did not come with the Pale Rider. That's an extra thing I got from my free order with Temu. Now for the guy in the middle that I have not made a video on before, the RX-81 G-Line Standard Armor. It was a pretty good kit. It's a cool looking kit once you're done. It's got a little bit of extras compared to these other two. More armor, a bit more weapons. It did come with 2 beam sabers as well. They're just not on it. They actually sit here on the back of the kit when it's in this mode. It comes with 2 separate backpacks and some extra parts like that. You got the cannons up top, the shield. It's a pretty good looking kit once it's fully finished, but out of the 3, it probably had the worst quality straight out of the box. There was a lot of mold lines on the plastic, a lot of scratch marks on some of the plastic that I do believe were molding issues as well. Nothing that couldn't be fixed though with a little extra work and a little extra knife work, just beyond what normal cutting off the normal nubs would be. And pushing some of these parts together was terrible. I needed pliers to get them to go together. So for quality out of the box, it's probably the worst out of the 3 despite being the most expensive, which was kind of disappointing. And it didn't come with water slides or a stand either. But as far as I know, this kit on as a P Bandai, I could only find it for $100 online. So trading $15 for $100 for some small quality issues is fine with me. If you're a quality nut and you need it great out of the box, this kit's probably not for you. But in the end, it looks just like the P Bandai kit, the Premium Bandai, and it poses pretty well as well. You can get into quite a few different poses, although some of the joints are a bit loose. So overall, not a bad kit. If I were to rate the 3 of them, I would say Spartan number 1, Pale Rider number 2, and this guy number 3, just as far as pure quality goes. As far as looks and kind of coolness, the ones I like personally once they're finished and top coated to kind of cover some of the imperfections, it would go 1, 2, and 3 here for me. But all 3 are pretty good kits considering the price and what you get. They were my first high grades ever, and I am pretty satisfied. I've bought more high grades since, and I'll probably buy more in the future, especially with some of the free stuff I'm about to tell you about that I got from Temu. So I'll get to that in just a second here. So starting with some of the free stuff I got from making an order off Temu, it's the claim credit promotion. If you search claim credit in the search bar, it'll bring up a page that has items that you've searched in the past or have in your checkout there. And it'll show you all these items, and you can buy them and get free credit back. So I think I spent somewhere around $50 and got $40 in credit back, something like that. So not too bad. I got a bunch of free stuff, and just to test it out, I'd made sure, and I did an order with my free credits. There was really no catch. I got all the stuff for free. So starting with this turntable, little electronic turntable for displaying my models here. Helps them spin freehand, obviously. It comes with a plug here, USB standard plug-in, or you can use battery power as well. So that wasn't too bad. That was about $12 worth, I believe. Next thing here was another free high-grade kit that I got. This is the RGZ95 Rezel, or R-E-Zel. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I've never seen the series that this kit is from, or if it is even from a series. I believe it is, but I'm not sure. It comes in a rather plain box, but inside it's quite a nice kit. It's typical high grade, standard high grade. The instruction manual is pretty plain, no color, no picture of the model itself, so I can't really show you what it will look like built. But it does have water slide decals included, which is always a pretty good bonus. I like the water slide decals. I've only started using them recently, but I find they're pretty nice. They work good and they help the kit pop. And they blend in a bit better than the typical stickers do, so not bad at all. Comes with quite a few runners. Packaged in separate bags. Some good color separation by the looks of it. And overall, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good kit. And like I said, I got it completely free. So you can never complain about that too much. And the second kit, another high grade, is something I've been looking forward to for a while. I've just never pulled the trigger on it. Is the Astray red frame flight unit. Another high grade kit. And it looks pretty decent as well. The box is a little nicer, as you can see, a little more graphics other than just a plain cardboard box. Comes with a nicer booklet, color. Inside it's some color as well. Some black and white, but not too bad overall. And this one, all the runners came in one bag though. And a few of the parts came out and separated. I've already opened the bag, so that's why it's in the box. It did stay in the bag, but I already opened it. I find these knockoff kits do have that's the one issue. Sometimes the parts are a little loose on the runners. And this one did not come with water slide decals. It just comes with the metallic stickers there for the eyes and accentuating some parts, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that kit. I've always liked the look of the Astray, especially the red frame. So I'm going to be looking forward to building that guy. And I'll do a video on those, a quick review of them once I get them built. See how good the quality is. And last, not last, well I guess it is the last free thing from Temu, was this stand. It was worth about $2. Pretty cheap, but it works. It does what it's supposed to do. It holds the kit firmly. It stands up firmly. It won't fall over easily. It does what it's supposed to do for a stand. Nice high grade stand. So can't complain about that. All four of those items were completely free using the Temu credit. There was no real gimmicks other than the fact that you have to wait and claim the credit 4 days after you make the purchase, and then another 3 days after it arrives, so that you can't return it and still get the credit. I'm guessing that's why they do that. You also can't game the system with that promotion. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I tried to use credit and then just an endless loop of credit using the claim credit promotion. But when you're using the claim credit promotion, you have to actually buy it with your credit card, actual money, and then you can use the credit you've claimed for a separate order. You can use it for stuff that's on sale, but just not in a separate promotion. So yeah, you can get some free credit if you buy some stuff from Temu. It's not all terrible on there. Unlike my mouse pad here, which is not terrible. I actually like it. It's really cool, but they misspelled Xeon and have an M at the end instead, which I found kind of hilarious. I don't know if it's a copyright thing or just straight up error, but yeah, that's a pretty cool thing that I got from Temu as well. And I believe that was part of the order that gave me free credit, so you can't go wrong. If you're looking for cheap Gunpla, Gunpla on a budget, and you want to get some free credit in return to get even more orders, check out Temu. I think it's worth it for some of the high-grade stuff. And I do have a master grade, not quite a master grade, an FM kit. It's just below master grade. It's the size of a master grade, but not quite the details of a master grade. It's the FM L008, and that was about $30 on Temu. It's the kind of see-through kit with the holographics on it. So I'm looking forward to building that. I've seen it for $50 on other websites, so 30's not too bad. Looking forward to seeing how a bigger kit, a full-size kit closer to a master grade will do from Temu. So yeah, that's about it, except for this one last thing I want to preview for one of my next videos coming up. A $2 Gunpla kit. High grade. This is from AliExpress. The box was in really rough shape once it arrived, but this kit was $2.77 Canadian from AliExpress. I used the AliExpress welcome deal combined with their anniversary sale, and this thing was $2.77. No order limit, free shipping, just $2.77 for this, and it came about a week later. Arrived pretty quick. So you can't complain about that for $2.77. That's a great deal for a high grade. And it actually looks pretty good. A full color manual. Lots of runners in separate bags with metallic stickers there. And I do believe this comes with, yes, it does come with water slide decals as well. So you can't go wrong there. If you never shopped on AliExpress before, go check out their welcome deal. And combined with other sales, you might be able to get a $2 high-grade kit. They're at least $15 anywhere I'm looking, so $2 ain't too bad. Especially when you don't have to buy other stuff with it and it's free shipping. So yeah, pretty good deal. And if you like my stuff, like my tips on budget Gunpla and want to see more, like and subscribe, hit the notifications. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out. Thanks a lot. Bye.